Prepare to unwind with a story to soothe your heart and mind. The Tale of Daisy and Sedge. This story is about a girl named Daisy and a ferret named Sedge, who learned the beauty of sharing and caring for each other. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house nestled at the edge of a bustling village, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Daisy. Daisy had the brightest eyes and a smile that could light up the darkest of nights. One crisp autumn morning, Daisy found a small, shivering ferret by her garden gate. The ferret, with its soft, sandy fur and wide, curious eyes, looked up at Daisy with a mix of hope and fear. Without a second thought, Daisy scooped him up and brought him inside. She wrapped him in a warm, knitted blanket and named him Sedge. As days went by, Sedge recovered and grew fond of Daisy. They became inseparable, sharing every moment together. One day, Daisy noticed that her favorite stuff had gone missing. Searching high and low, she finally found it in Sedge's little nest, neatly tucked away. At first, she was puzzled, but then she saw Sedge curling up on it, feeling safe and warm. Daisy smiled and gently placed a hand on his tiny head. She realized that Sedge took the scarf because it reminded him of her warmth and love. From then on, Daisy and Sedge shared everything. They shared their meals, their playing time in the garden, and even their quiet moments watching the sunset. Daisy would read stories to Sedge every night, and he would listen with wide, attentive eyes. They were a perfect pair, teaching each other the beauty of sharing and caring for one another. The seasons changed, and their bond grew stronger. Daisy learned that sharing wasn't just about giving. It was about understanding someone else's needs and finding joy in making them happy. And Sedge, with his playful nature, taught Daisy that the smallest things can bring immense happiness. They spent many happy years together, always cherishing and sharing their special bond. Now let's enter another heartwarming journey. Achille and Sedge felt compassion. This story is about Achille and Sedge, who embark on a quest to find a lost kitten, and the power of compassion. In a serene village nestled between emerald fields and azure skies, lived a kind-hearted woman named Achille. Every morning, she would gather blossoms from her garden and distribute them to her neighbors, spreading joy with every vibrant flower. Achille's compassion was known far and wide, as her gentle spirit seemed to carry an aura of tranquility wherever she went. One sunny afternoon, Achille came across a playful spirit named Sedge in the village square. Sedge, a small and sprightly being with wings like butterflies, was known for his mischievous antics. However, he was also endowed with a heart of gold, always willing to lend a helping hand when needed. Today, Sedge seemed troubled, his usual sparkle dimmed. "What's troubling you?" Sedge Achille asked softly, aiming down to meet his gaze. With a sigh, Sedge explained that he had tried to help a lost kitten find its way home but had failed. His heart ached for the frightened animal. Achille placed a comforting hand on his tiny shoulder. "You can find the kitten together, help out," she said, with a reassuring smile. The duo set off on their quest, scouring the village and its outskirts. Achille's keen eyes and Sedge's ability to glide above rooftops made them an efficient team. They searched high and low, calling out to the kitten in soothing tones. As the sun began to set, they finally heard a faint wail from a nearby grove. There, under a canopy of golden leaves, the kitten huddled, frightened and alone. Achille gently picked up the kitten, cuddling it close to her chest. "You're safe now," he whispered. Sedge fluttered near, his wings free, eating a gentle breeze. The kitten seemed to relax, its tiny body unwinding from the tight bowl it had curled into. They brought the kitten back to the village, where a worried family was overjoyed to be reunited with their furry friend. The family thanked Achilea and Sedge profusely, tears of gratitude glistening in their eyes. "You have a compassionate heart," Sedge and Achilea said once they were alone. "Soon never doubt your ability to make a difference," the Aunt Sedge smiled shyly, feeling a renewed sense of confidence. From that day on, he continued to bring laughter and joy to the village, knowing that compassion was one of his greatest strengths. Achilea and Sedge remained close friends, their bond of kindness and understanding growing stronger each day. Their journey taught them both that compassion, no matter how small, can create ripples of happiness that touch everyone in its path. Let's continue with a new journey. Susan and the Spring Sprite Sanctuary. The story is about Susan, a kind-hearted woman, and a spring sprite named Nymphea, who together ensure the sanctuary of a magical forest stream. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled by a serene forest, there lived a kind-hearted woman named Susan. Susan was known among the villagers for her compassionate nature and her love for all living things. One crisp spring morning, as she strolled through the woods, she discovered a sparkling stream she had never seen before. The water shimmered under the morning sun, casting a magical glow that enchanted Susan. As she knelt beside the stream to dip her hand in the refreshing water, a gentle voice echoed through the stillness of the forest. "Hello, kind human," the voice said. Startled, Susan looked around, but saw no one. Then, emerging from a cluster of blooming lilies, appeared a delicate creature no larger than a hummingbird. It had translucent wings that sparkled like dew in the sunlight, and wore a dress woven from the finest petals. "I am Nymphe, a spring sprite," the tiny being introduced herself. Susan, though amazed and curious, felt an immediate sense of calm. "Hello, Nymphea. I am Susan," she replied softly. Nymphea fluttered closer, her wings creating a gentle breeze that carried the scent of fresh blossoms. "This stream is a sanctuary for all creatures of the forest," she explained. "I protect it and ensure that it remains a haven where they can find peace and safety." Susan gazed at the stream, understanding its importance. She saw small animals and birds happily gathering round, sipping the pristine water and playing in the dappled sunlight. "How can I help you protect this beautiful place?" Susan asked earnestly. Nymphea smiled, her eyes glimmering with gratitude. "Your heart is pure, and your love for nature is strong," she said. "Only ask that you continue to care for the forest and teach others to cherish it as you do." From that day on, Susan dedicated herself even more to the preservation of the forest. She organized cleanup drives, planted more trees, and educated the villagers about the importance of protecting their natural surroundings. Nymphea and the forest creatures watched over her, their sanctuary flourishing under Susan's care. The bond between Susan and Nymphea grew stronger, and the stream's magic seemed to radiate even more. Eventually, the village became renowned for its vibrant and thriving ecosystem, a testament to the harmony between humans and nature. As the years passed, the villagers told tales of the kind woman and the spring sprite who protected the sanctuary. These stories inspired future generations to respect and tend to the forest, ensuring that Nymphea's sanctuary would always remain a place of peace and joy. Thus, the legacy of Susan and Nymphea continued, reminding everyone of the beauty and wonder that comes from living in harmony with the natural world. Join me as we turn the page to the next story. Raphleia and Dahlia, the Tale of Shell. This story is about a girl named Kathlia and a mouse named Dahlia, who bond over a shared quest for the perfect shell, leading to a beautiful friendship. Once upon a time in a little seaside village, lived a girl named Katlia, who loved collecting shells. She spent her days wandering the beach, marveling at the myriad shapes and colors the sea offered. One bright morning, while gathering shells, Katlia stumbled upon a tiny, delicate creature, a mouse named Dahlia. Dahlia had silken fur the color of freshly fallen snow and eyes that sparkled like black pearls. She seemed to be searching for something in the sand. Dahlia squeaked softly, telling Katlia that she was looking for a special shell to repair her tiny home. Katlia, delighted by a chance to help her new friend, out to find the perfect shell. They walked together along the shore, their friendship blossoming with every step. As the sun began to set, casting golden hues over the water, Katlia spotted a shell unlike any other. It was iridescent, shimmering with colors that changed with the light. Her boy handed it to Dahlia, who squeaked with joy. With the perfect shell in hand, Dahlia thanked Katlia and scurried off to repair her home. Every day thereon, Katlia and Dahlia met on the beach, sharing stories and treasures. Their bond grew as endless as the sea, a testament to the magic of friendship. Good night, and may tomorrow bring you joy.